Hey guys, Lil Game Boy 5 here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be a different type of video today, as I'm going to be discussing Call of Duty 2021. Now you may be thinking by the title of this video, why is it so bad when the game doesn't even exist yet in our hands and hasn't even been announced yet? Well, here's the thing, okay? Call of Duty's been coming out with a game every year for the past decade, and it's probably one of the leakiest franchises ever and can't really seem to keep their secrets under wrap. Considering that we're already getting leaks of this game, despite the fact we're only in the first season of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and we're about to be in Season 2 within a few weeks, it just seems to me that the Call of Duty community is just ready to go on the next game, be disappointed, and then go on the next game. I think that's kind of the mentality we're going on with the Call of Duty franchise. But I digress. Let's get into the news. So as far as we know, Activision confirmed that we're getting a Call of Duty game this year. No shocker. I mean, they've released a game every single year, so I wouldn't see why they'd stop or if they continue. But here's my thing, is that why don't they pause for a bit to continue working on the game, considering we're undergoing a worldwide pandemic and, development is from home, which makes it difficult for developers. I mean, sure, there's leeways around it, but at the same time, isn't there other ways to make them not feel like this? Because as we've seen with Black Ops Cold War, when the game was rushed because due to work from home and just many things with the multiplayer and zombies, and even campaign cutscenes being laggy to crap, game breaking all the time. I mean, it's just not good for these developers to do this and push them through. But Activision, they don't care. They just want to push it out and get the millions right there. But what struck me interesting about this news is also the fact that some leakers were discussing that the next game coming out this year for Call of Duty is being developed by Sledgehammer Games. Now, that's a name drop because Sledgehammer Games became a support studio again for Infinity Ward and Treyarch after the mishap of what happened during the development of their game that was supposed to come out in 2020. But then the rights were given to Treyarch and Raven to do the game rather than Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer was just going to be on the sidelines and just help with some few things, while Raven and Treyarch took most of the development. It's kind of why this game kind of got mushed around. It still stayed in the Cold War setting because that's what Sledgehammer intended it for. But I guess maybe some development wasn't going well, and Treyarch was given the game again, even though they released Black Ops 4 and they were barely given the 3-year development cycle that we've seen from Call of Duty games recently. And that just saddens me a bit. But then again, these are leaks, so there's nothing confirmed. Activision hasn't confirmed which developer is working on this Call of Duty game that is coming out this year, so we'll just have to wait and see. But from what I can tell, Sledgehammer's games, even though they've only released 2 games, which is Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty World War II, these games have been pretty bare average, in my opinion anyway. I think with Advanced Warfare, it just went too crazy and hectic and introduced supply drops. I mean, nobody's going to play Advanced Warfare. The next thing with Call of Duty World War II, even though it went back to boots on the ground and that's something we wanted, it just felt too basic and boring for me to play and enjoy the game overall. And the zombies, I just felt bored within the one map and just barely played the DLC after that. Even though I am a big zombies fan in Call of Duty, and I've played more Infinite Warfare zombies and of course Treyarch zombies rather than Call of Duty World War II zombies. Hell, I even played Exo zombies in Advanced Warfare way more than I did with World War II, and that's just a shame. And considering the fact that Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey are not working at the studio anymore, after the first DLC was released for Call of Duty World War II, they decided to go their separate ways and start their own gaming companies. And then the Zombies director for Call of Duty World War II Zombies, Cameron Dayton, left to go to EA to work on Anthem. And we already know how Anthem's going. I mean, come on now. So with all these developers and these leaders coming and going, and just the studio almost looking bare bones with hardly any leadership. Now, I'm not saying there isn't, because they probably moved on to a new leader in the studio, but it just seems to me that it's so bare that these studios are not really going to function, and they function more as a support studio rather than the main studio in the Call of Duty cycle. I don't mind a break in the cycle because it's a nice change, and Call of Duty definitely needs to see some change over the years, but it just seems to me that since we're in a worldwide pandemic and a lot of games are getting pushed to next year even further, that Activision would just see this as say, you know what, these games aren't going to be good quality and you probably won't get the money for it. But they say, nah, just put it out. Just put it out. We'll get the money. Watch this. I mean, they were kind of right. I mean, according to IGN, sarcastically speaking, is that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is the best-selling game in the United States history, which seems kind of absurd because of the many complaints in the multiplayer and the lack of content in zombies, despite the fact we got Firebase Z. I'm very surprised, but then again, it's Call of Duty and the game sells every year and there's nothing we can really do about it. It saddens me the fact that Modern Warfare is one of the most successful COD games ever made. And it shows by the sales numbers. Warzone is getting so many players online. Call of Duty Mobile, despite the fact of its loot box systems and all this crap that nobody wants in the mobile game, it's still honestly at its core a pretty fun game to play, especially with buds. But I don't see a fact where Activision doesn't just stop right there. If they've already released so many of these games and content, that they would just take a break for a second and make more money off those games. They're already making a lot more money off the COD points because of the removal of the Season Pass and the DLC content packs that were plaguing Call of Duty for years before Modern Warfare came out. And while I do agree that the change in the system is better and the business model is way better than what we were experiencing before, the games themselves aren't really seeing the good quality that we need in terms of a good game. So all I'm saying is this, is that since Activision is known for rushing their developers just to get a game out in November or October, the game's just going to come out half-baked at this point. And considering every developer right now is working from home and there's not really too much you can do about it, the thing about Black Ops Cold War is that some of the development was done around the 2018-2019 scale to get some motion captures and some things done before the whole pandemic threw out, and they were able to finish it down from there. But now that this game is being full-on built through a pandemic, I don't know how this can go right or wrong. I mean, however many slices you want to slice it. I was kind of hoping, and I was honestly kind of expecting just to see Modern Warfare 2, the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019, which I honestly kind of expected, but I think that game will probably need 3-year development time, like Modern Warfare 2019 was given, in order for it to be another success for Activision. Because if they do keep doing this and rushing their developers to this point, or just use the same developer again, then the games are going to come out half-baked and look nothing like their original counterparts. Then people will just flock back to the old game, causing the new game to not hit record sales, and stocks will go down, and goes from there. Now, I can't see it from where I'm standing. I obviously know that Activision's being pretty successful with their business models right now with what they have for their Call of Duty franchises, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon, but we'll just have to wait until the new Call of Duty game gets announced later in the summer or later in the fall. So that is what I'm hoping for Call of Duty 2021, and the reason I just think it'll be bad is because Activision is just going to rush this game out and just really not give it the care and things it needs, like all the other companies and developers are trying to do, and they're definitely not pulling a Cyberpunk, so we definitely need to see this game in its full scale. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more gaming and comic dub content, and also don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you guys never miss an upload and you're the first comment, first like, and whatever. Alright guys, stay safe, stay humble, and always be true to yourself.